Hey everybody, welcome. It's Cynthia at Including You Journals, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. I hope you'll enjoy this little adventure, something that I found from Simple Stamping. Her name is Connie. I wrote it down and I can't find my piece of paper, naturally, because I'm videotaping. But I believe her name is Connie Stewart. I will double check toward the end if I don't see it beforehand and let you know for sure. And what she was showing was she called a double gatefold card. Well, I think I've seen something like this similar maybe years ago or sometime in the past when I was watching different junk journal makers create folds and all kinds of things where you make pockets or put other ephemera in there and you unfold and unfold. I'm not sure where this is going to take us, but I'm going to try my hand again today. The last time I tried to do something by the seat of my pants, I actually threw away my video. I'll see if this happens this time, but this one, I have taken an 8 by 10 sheet of paper. It's a digital, and this is the digital color. It is a red and yellowish toned digital. I found it on Pixabay, Pixabay. And then I have just a sheet of copy paper that is stamped, not stamped, stenciled. And I have decided how far I want my folds to go in and how far I want my folds to go out. So on this 8 by 10 sheet of paper, I've decided that I want to fold 2.5 by 3 inches, and so that's what I've done. I have gone to every corner and make sure I'm getting it all in, every corner, and I have drawn this 2.5 by 3 inch template square, and then I have literally just simply cut out the corner. You can even see probably the ink where I wrote on that. And I'll turn the whole thing over in just a second so that you can see that. I just want to show you what I did. And this is the effect that you're getting. Excuse me. You're getting that T shape because we're going to fold in and we're going to fold in so that we're creating a double fold for our journal. I believe I'm going to use this as a tuck as well as a writing space. And the reason that I think I'm going to use it as a writing space, even though that's not what she did because hers was a card, I want to, in my journal, when we unfold each of these 4 flaps, I want to have a place where we can actually journal and write, even though I'm going to decorate the outsides of the flaps. So let's pretend now we're cutting this away, and I'm setting it aside, and I'm going to turn this over now because I want to look at this side of it. I would not even, if I wanted to, I would not even have to use an entire sheet of paper here. Because I'm going to use this as a tuck or a pocket and actually glue it into my journal, I could have simply just created pages on these flaps. I could have decorated the flaps. We do that kind of thing all the time when we create flips and whatnot. But this is what I've done. And so I'm sharing it with you. So I'm going to fold up the inside, one inside pocket. I'm going to fold up the other inside pocket, and they are overlapping. That's good, not a problem. If you want to make it wider, you can certainly make your flaps not quite so big by cutting away a smaller amount in these corners. And again, in the corners, I have taken away a 2.5 by 3 inch square from each corner. All right, so now I have the one fold, and as I bring in this fold, I'm creating the double fold effect. Make sure I'm creasing that in the right manner. Okay, and again here. And I actually see that I'm probably going to make something now that will go, let me turn this piece of paper the opposite way just so that you can see here. that there is a little flap now there. So I'm probably going to create something that sits here to hold this side of the flap down. Then what I'll do is I will glue the bottom and the side, and that will create my tuck to go into my journal like so. Let's see if we can find a page where we can put it. Okay, so if I were creating this right here, I could go in the center. That way I have plenty of room to open it up and to journal. Or, you know, I also could fold it in this way and then fold this over and create my little tuck here. I kind of like that. What do you think? You fold it however you want to. So then my tuck spot would be here for whatever little journaling card that I want to put in the back of there as well. I could also bring it down to the corner. I could come up here to the top, and I could let this be a top tuck if I want to. I think I like it right in the center. And I did this a few days ago, a couple weeks ago, I guess. I put one towards the top in the center because we tend, when we are creating journals, everything goes down into this left corner or over to this right corner. And sometimes it helps get rid of some of the bulk if we do this. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and glue it in, or if I want to work on it. Okay, I'm going to work on it first, and then we'll come back and glue it in. Now, did I get enough of that out of the picture so that I'm not creating something odd there? Okay, just trying to make sure that that's exactly what I want it to be. And I'm looking at some of the things that I have. I think maybe, let's turn it right side up so that it works. I think I have a small butterfly that I pulled out, if I didn't lose him, little tiny blue one that I might use on this page. Do I want that blue? I don't think I want the blue right there. I think it's too much. Or I could come in with a blue tag. Trying to see where I want to set that. Okay, there. And then have a little bit of a blue. I think that works fine right there. So that's what I'm going to start with. How are you today? Are you doing well? I hope so. I hope your weekend was grand. Whoops. And that you were able to get outside and at least get some vitamin D from that sunshine. I am videotaping a little bit ahead of time, so I don't know what the weekend was like, nor are we too far enough along that I know what the weekend is going to be, at least not by Weather Channel standards, so I'm not sure. But I hope when you see this, when you're watching that, your weekend was great. Hope the weather's nice where you are. Is it still kind of that real greeny yellow wonderful stuff that gets all over your car from day to day, and we have to go wash our cars about every day? That's just what this time of year is, and I guess we just embrace it because we're not going to change it, are we? Okay, so here we have this portion. And then we can open up that and look at what the next flap is going to look like, whatever we think it might be. I was on the left side before. I'm thinking about going to the right side next. Oh, he's got a lot of green in him. Let me go back to this green label. I think that's going to be it. I'm not sure. I think I want a little bit of book page, if I have anything handy. I do. Just a little bit of book page behind the bird to add a little bit of interest. Okay, I like that. It's not a lot, just a little bit. Well, School is going to be colleges. I know graduations are getting ready to happen soon, and I know elementary schools will be getting out in a few weeks. Are you planning your vacations? Do your kids all say, "What are we doing for summer vacation?" I can remember even after I was an adult and teaching school, a friend and I took a week one summer and went up to DC together. The first time I'd ever been to DC, so I'm grown and teaching. We went into the Holocaust Museum and stayed all day until we literally made ourselves sick because we had stayed so long into the museum. We were both tired, we were hungry. We had seen things that just nearly crippled us, thinking about the effects of what had happened during the Holocaust to people. And so I came home and I said, why didn't anybody ever take me to DC and see the Smithsonian and all these wonderful things that I could have been learning about, even though as a younger adult I knew that they were there. My parents always said, "You always wanted to go to the beach." I have a feeling that my parents also wanted to go to the beach, but yes, I was a beach baby. I loved the beach. I think they loved it as much as I did, and I probably learned it from them. All right, let's look at what we have. Here we go. Do I like that okay? Yes. Could I still put something there to close that? I believe I could. Okay, and then we open them up further to reveal what we have inside. I think I like this flower. I've been holding that flower. Somehow that pale yellow looked good to me against that red and yellow background. But all of my life, if it just didn't seem like summer at all if we didn't take a trip to the beach. We were between 4 and 5 hours away. And I enjoyed it. My dad, when I was a child, would take me out to ride the waves. And yes, they would be over my head. And I'd be a little fearful, but he was always there. And, you know, if Dad's there, nothing's quite so fearful because Dad's going to take care of you, right? I miss him now that he's gone. He did everything in his power to make me have no fear and to be able to enjoy anything I wanted to enjoy in life. Okay, I think I'm still in the center. Let's go back to this one fold and see if we want another flower. Or I did pull out an orangey tone, bluish toned dragonfly. Do I like him shining out through there? Maybe just peeking out. Okay, I think that's going to be fine. Yes, I like him there. I love dragonflies. That's one of the things that I remember about South Carolina in the Myrtle Beach area, Charleston. One of my brothers lived in Charleston for a while, and I do remember as a child visiting. We even lived in Charleston for a little while too. My dad was in sales. And I remember dragonflies. I also lived in China for a few years. I went there to teach at an international school for a little while, and I loved the dragonflies that were in and around the city and other places that we would visit. I'm just checking for a label here to see if I like any of that. I believe I like the sharpness of this, the crispness of this black. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this right on into the and I have a little bit of a turn up on that page, and I don't know why, because maybe it's not folded exactly right. Make sure I have that crease good and strong. Yikes. Okay. And then I'm going to look again and decide where I want this to. Yeah, I think I want these guys in. And here. And here. Wow, that's nice. Okay, and then I want something that could be just a little tuck-in space to hold that together. I like how that all looks together. Let's try that. I'm thinking this might need to be a little bit stronger. So I wonder if I could put it on the paper. I think it's going to be okay. Nope, it's going to have to be stronger. So let's do this. I need to get it glued down before my glue sets. And it is evening. I'm videotaping ahead a few days. So it is evening, and I do have some shadows I see coming across the board. I've tried to set up light, but that doesn't always work the way I want it to. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm having to cut this out. I just wasn't ready for this idea of having something that might need to help close that fourth little layer, that fourth little fold of the double fold card. And I'm at an odd angle, and my cutting job is not wonderful. Okay. So now we want to glue just the bottom portion of this. So that the top part can tuck under. Okay, and I'm holding it just so that it'll make contact. A minute. Make sure that it's glued down. I really like this idea. I don't think I've seen a double fold in quite a while, and maybe not ever used like this. I think I'm going to glue here and here, so I will hold on these two sides that I don't want to glue. And again, I'm going right for the middle. And just burnishing those edges down a little so that I have a nice crisp fold. And this will be great after it's set in the book for maybe 48 hours, a couple of days. It will look great and be nice and flat. So let's look at it, okay? Here we have our fold. We come up, we go down, right, and then left, and we have lots of journaling space that will remain hidden unless somebody wants to open it up for others to see. And it fits right back together. It is also a tuck. I wonder if we have a ticket. I said I would find a place for this little bird ticket to go, and I think that's right where it's going to go. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you got an idea, have an idea from that. And again, this was from Simple Stamping. I believe her name was Connie Stewart. And this is where I got the idea of this double fold card. And thank you so much. Have a great, what, a week now, I think, is when I'm going to be posting on Tuesday. So have a great week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.